I've been thinking about using the newly added 3-minute shorts to discuss figures I have longer thoughts on. As such, what better candidate than my newly acquired Mastermind Creations R-19 Kultur? Let's talk about it. Kultur's MMC's take on Alex Milne's Tarn, and I believe the first ever version of this design in toy form. As such, you'd expect there to be some growing pains, what with being an innovator of translation, but honestly, this is almost perfect. The only differences I can notice are the lack of gold paint here, slightly different shoulder treads, a lighter gray, and a lack of staggered fusion cannons. However, I can't say any of these details bother me. I adore the sunken look of the head, and the Decepticon symbol is sculpted to perfection with its angularity and ferocity. The dull, muted colors are perfectly contrasted by the gray that borders on white. He has a wit to him that the Legacy one just lacks, and it makes him feel like he looms over other figures. His kibble also feels like it adds to the design, with the slight backpack from the alt and the treads on the calves feeling appropriate. His presence is only accentuated by his posing, notably having double jointed elbows and a nab crunch. His arms can't go out when they're rotated, and the treads don't actually tab in, but considering the rest of his posing, I can give it a pass. I think the shoulders actually highlight an interesting way in which MMC matches the design in which most others fail. The tread shoulders are supposed to be raised. Legacy, for example, has a shoulder joint at the top of the tread, and this results in his shoulders being flush with his collarbones. MMC, on the other hand, sets his joints inside the shoulders, creating that iconic silhouette. Tarn's only accessory is his infamous set of double fusion cannons, which are as large and overcompensating as they should be. As mentioned before, they aren't staggered like they should be, but it doesn't bother me. Plus, the comic sometimes forgets about this too, so might have a tendency to fall into pieces, but that can easily be fixed with glue or putting it back together. As a final note, and this is your spoiler warning, Tarn's mask is removable to reveal the Tumblr sexy man face of Glitch. It's pretty solid, capturing his Riz face well. Both his face and mask are missing the scratches seen later in the comics, but I don't mind. Kultur's transformation is intuitive like a good Generations figure, with his alt mode being formed almost entirely of large chunks of the robot. Using the ab crunch for clearance to hide the head is awesome. This is the kind of transformation you can easily figure out by fiddling with it, and that's the best thing a transformation can be. This tank mode's pretty solid. It's decently accurate to an alt mode we see in almost no panels, and it's menacing. The turret swivels around, the barrels angle up and down, and the front guns swivel side to side. So yeah, Kultur is excellent, but good luck finding one.